The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to Bridgeport Stadium in Harrisonburg, Virginia, home to the James Madison Dukes. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers, squaring off with another Sun Belt foe, the James Madison Dukes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Chanticleers will kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So James Madison's offense will get the first possession of the game. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, Dave. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
Catch in the middle, it's Barber. Let's talk for a second about James Madison. They were really excited about the verbal commitment from a three-star quarterback. They really need to get good talent like that, guys who can develop and potentially become stars.
Well, this is a program that's not used to having this talent.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, it's Douglas. Got his man quickly. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the Dukes will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. The Chanticleers offense will get the ball for the first time. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won, and last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. When you're going backwards, and giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
The Chanticleers need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Hauls it in. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Trying to set up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Dukes are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Looking for a man. It's Douglas. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Dukes line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this third down from deep in your own territory. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Takes it from the gun on third down. It's complete to the left. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23. And the Chanticleers have it with a 1st and 10. Gonna look downfield again. Here's a heat. Got his man. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Let's see what they've got on second down. Leaves it with the back. Got the first down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Chanticleers are flying down the field. To the air. It's Singleton. Makes the grab on the left. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
And look, I know they don't have a big explosive play on this drive, but you gotta love the way the quarterback is making good decisions. He's reading coverage. The ball is going where it needs to go, and as a result, this offense is piling up first downs.
And it's not panic time yet for this offense, but last week was a really bad performance. This week, starting off a little bit slow. They got to find some form of rhythm. They got to find some way, get a few first downs, get some playmakers involved, because right now they just seem out of sync.
Makes the grab. It's Glass. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
Makes the catch. It's Welsh. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Man, and you see this at all levels of football. It's the hardest play to stop. I think everybody's yelling in the stands, QB sneak, QB sneak. It doesn't matter. You know it's coming, but it's so difficult with all those guys, all those bodies to try to stop that quarterback.
He's got it.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
They'll go to the air on second and short. Got his man. And the Chanticleers are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. He might want another play. Dropping back, it's Singleton. Under fire. Gets it out quickly. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now.
This guy has a chance to bring home the Heisman Trophy this year because he continues to make plays week in, week out. Doesn't matter who's guarding him, what coverages you play. This guy finds ways to make plays for his offense.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They want to run this quarterback. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Coastal!
And they finally lift the lid. Man, I didn't know if we were going to be 0-0 going into the half, going into the fourth quarter. The offense finally puts a drive together, breaks that seal. Excited to see now this opens things up, calms people down, and lets them have a little more success.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Turner. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Looking for a big play. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. This one's complete. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. I think that receiver really had two choices there. Catch the ball, or he was going to wear it in his chest.
Yeah, he was going to be maybe taking an ice bath after too many of these crow routes. He catches them in the body like that. This quarterback has a cannon arm. The receiver found the soft spot in the zone, and, man, the quarterback gave him no choice.
The Dukes will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Wants to adjust the pattern. To throw, it's Singleton. Under fire. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8-ball right now in this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Working that left side now. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. On 4th down, going to the air. He's got it, 1st down and more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
And he's been the go-to guy all year long. Like, he's in the top 5 in all of college football in receiving yards for a reason. They're going to find him because he's always open, making plays. This dude has been unbelievable. He's being mentioned in the Heisman conversation. That is really hard to do as a wide receiver, so that shows you what kind of special year this young man's having.
The play-action fake. Finds the tight end. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. The shot that clears are moving quickly down the field. Might be calling a hot route. From the red zone, looking for a man. Here's the pressure. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Tight end now in motion. Back to pass, it's Singleton. This time it's complete.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is even bigger.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Looking down the middle. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Using his legs, it's McMillan. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Dukes will send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Looking for a man. It's Singleton. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Makes the catch. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And the shot to clears come to the ball, trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
As a quarterback, that's why I love the slant throw, because it can work 3rd and short. It can also work 3rd and medium. By the time the receiver catches that ball, he's by the sticks. It's a great play to go out and execute against a lot of different defenses and a lot of different down distances.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. The shot that clears, pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. To the air on 1st down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. On the run, deep down the right side. And he makes the catch inside the 10. And the shot that clears have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Dropping back, it's Singleton. Pressure coming. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They've moved it right to the edge, and they need 1 more yard for the touchdown on 3rd down. Quarterback keeper. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, shot to clear.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, we have reached a conclusion in the Egg Bowl between Ole Miss and Mississippi State. Ole Miss found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win, but this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in Oxford. Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is, because as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Dukes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down. Rushes on him. Trying to get rid of it. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a fifth. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Holding. Offense.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And the Dukes will bring the punt team onto the field. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. The shot that clears backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Right back to the well. Finds a crease at the 20. That's the way to get it out of your own end. Takes it all the way up to the 25 before going out of bounds. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Second down.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've had yourselves a great broadcast so far today in Harrisonburg. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. And with that, let's head back to the guys at Bridgeport Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. We're just about ready to start the second half. Bringing it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Looking to pass. It's Singleton. Going downfield for the big play. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina. And the stomping has commenced.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it out. It's Barber. And the returner will be dragged down. This drive will open from the 15. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. Jukes his way for more. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line. The Dukes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll go right back to the run. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Dukes are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to sneak it.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
They boot it away. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Scanning the field, it's Singleton. Makes the grab.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And the Chanticleers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. He's got his man. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Snags it. They will score. Touchdown, Coastal.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for blockers. And the returner is stopped. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. The give on the option. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. The Dukes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Trying play action. Unloads it left. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. To the air, it's Douglas. Oh, they're after him. Pass pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the 3rd downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
And the Dukes will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. They'll go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
He'll try to pick it up on the ground. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the first down. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on 4th down.
The shot that clears have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it. Oh, better look out. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Okay, ready?
And the shot that clears are rolling down the field.
Here we go.
They'll give it to him again. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
At the 43-yard line. 2nd down coming up.
And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long.
Pound 55 weak.
Power football with the run. He's not quite going to make it to the marker. They'll spot it at the 37, and now a decision on 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. Making side adjustments here. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Grabbed over the middle, it's Johnson. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
How impressive has this guy been throwing the ball today, especially after the game he had last week throwing 3 interceptions? He turned the page, he got himself focused for this game, and he's been making outstanding decisions all day long.
Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll give it to the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there.
There he goes. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. They had this drive going, but they face a 2nd and 15. Running back searching for a hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The shot that clears need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. They go to the ground. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. Splits the uprights. Good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Gets the back moving. Give to the running back. Shows him the stiff arm. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Dukes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Holt. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Douglas. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
You got to give this defense tons of credit. They came in here with an outstanding game plan. They were able to execute. They have not allowed a point, and still in the fourth quarter, they are bringing it, and they get another sack.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
You've got to love what you're seeing if you're the head coach of this team, because your defense is simply not resting on their laurels, and they're playing until there's zeros on the clock. They've got a massive lead. We're late in the fourth quarter, and they're still getting sacks.
And the Dukes send out the punt unit. A 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. The quarterback stood his ground, but nowhere to go, and down he went. Here comes the punt team. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Coastal Carolina has it. The shot to clear offense headed back to the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Chanticleers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen. Strip the football, do something.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.